Former prison officer who supervised Robert John Fardon has warned the notorious sex offender will reoffend if released. Townsville councillor Les Walker has given a rare insight into the serial rapist. It comes as the state government announced it will again attempt to keep Fardon behind bars.
As a former officer at Stewart Prison, Les Walker has met his fair share of crooks, but there's one he can't forget.
Robert John Fardon, he was a very interesting character, very angry and always in denial of his offending behaviour.
Mr Walker first came across Fardon in 1986. For more than 2 years, he supervised the sex offender who was serving time for raping a 12-year-old girl at gunpoint.
And even in his own words, when I spoke to him about his return to Stewart Prison, he blamed the system and the authorities for releasing him. And his words were, "You know what I'm like, you know I will reoffend, and you let me out, it's your fault."
Fardon was then jailed for 13 years for raping and bashing a Townsville woman. A Supreme Court judge ruled on Friday the 64-year-old would be released, despite a state government appeal.
The age he is at, he will get out and reoffend just to prove to the authorities that they got it wrong again. And I think that's a big way of rubbing their nose in it.
Today, the Attorney-General applied for a stay on Fardon's release to give the government time to again fight the decision.
You go into these things to win it, you go in it on the side of community. We know we've got the Queensland community on our side when we say that Mr Robert John Fardon shouldn't be released.
If unsuccessful, Mr Bleijie says he would look at making changes to sex offender legislation.
We will institute Plan B if I exhaust all legal opportunities.
But I'd hate to think that a bad decision will cost someone their life.
Claire Barnes, 7 News.